So, the craziest thing happened to me in my desires to embody the life that I want. I design my life, I do the best that I can to bring my desires to fruition, into reality, so that I am satisfied. I want a satisfied life. I want to be fulfilled in my life. And I'm sure you've heard all kinds of conversations about detaching, letting go. And I understand this philosophically, and I've done this many times. But there was something that just recently shifted for me that I wanted to share with you that may help you in your journey as you're looking to bring in or stand in the embodiment of the life that you want and have it come closer to you than having it feel like it's out of reach or it seems so far away. And there was this really clear knowing. And I've known it for a long time. Like, you know how there's just things in your life that you know are going to happen. And there are things that maybe you're not sure of or would be kind of a wild dream or fanciful. And this sense of like just hold the vision and know that it's going to happen. But there really has to be this very deep-seated, unshakable belief that what it is that you dream and desire are yours. Not that it's coming in some future phase, but that they're already here, that they're here. You're not waiting for them to arrive. They're here. They just haven't revealed themselves to you. It's here. It's here right now. There's no more waiting. You don't have to wait for anything anymore. It's just you being ready to step into that because when it does show up, and it will, you have to say yes. You have to let it in. And that's usually where the human experience starts to happen because that's the part where what's in our mind that we've played is now stepping into matter and form. And we have to engage with certain experiences and certain people that we've usually that we've wanted to bring into our lives. And now everything that we have thought that we have dealt with from an emotional standpoint, from a mental standpoint, if we've resolved past wounds and past issues and past hurts, are going to come up. And it's going to be pushed forward to the surface to see how you dealt with any of this. How successfully have you? And usually there's a transformation that happens when we start to see opportunities come in front of us, present themselves in front of us, and we have to also face whatever limiting belief that might have been held while that was coming towards us. Does this make sense? Let's say you wanted to have an opportunity to perform on stage somewhere, and you practiced, you were ready, but maybe there was a little bit of self-doubt, but you were still holding on to the vision that it was going to happen or that you were going to do a certain amount of work and then asked to perform. And you were asked to perform. You actually got the opportunity, you met the person, it started to transpire. And then what is it that happens when you accept? Then you have to deal with the fact that you're going to perform, you're going to be on stage. Any fears that you had of success, of failure, all come to the surface and they rise. How will you handle that? And there's this sense of everything is for you. So the fact that you desire this, the fact that you go through the motions, the fact that you want this, because you want this. This is something that you want. We're not talking about something that you don't want, because there's a lot of fear in standing on stage. But let's just say this is something that you want as an example. You still have to go through the motions and see how it feels and move through it. And this is the part where when we detach, so much from really specific expectations and outcomes, and we just stay in the present moment and we're focused in, we're going to do a great job. We're going to do the best job to our ability, right? You're going to go on stage and you're going to perform and you're going to be fully present. And I've started to learn this with experiences where there are things that I want, there are things that come forward, there are things that come in my life very quickly because I have no resistance to it, because it doesn't matter if it's going to happen or not. I'm strong enough and creative enough to build new things. I've just been learning patience in when that is coming and that timing of that. and also learning timing, and also learning, what does timing actually mean? I've heard this before from people telling me, like, if you want something, it's just right there for you. You just have to say yes. It's right there. And it took me a long time to understand, or a little while to understand what that actually meant, because it felt like I do want this. I'm ready for this, and I haven't seen it show up. And there was some little shift that it wasn't me waiting for it anymore, because that's what I was doing. I was in a waiting position. I was in a waiting energy. And instead, I shifted from it's already here. It's just about time to reveal itself. So I'm going to actually take my focus off of it because I know I'm going to have it. I know it's going to pop itself right in my face before I even know it. And there it was. And once I started learning this key of I focus on what I want, I decide I want it, I decide this is the best thing for me. I'm open to many possibilities of it happening. And then I just I keep moving forward. I keep preparing for the arrival of it. I keep knowing that it's going to show up, and I keep preparing on the expectation that it will go, it will happen, and also be flexible enough to roll with however it comes about. And that is that in between those spaces, between knowing and just watching life unfold, is magic. That is the magic of life that we experience, that we allow the universe, we allow the energies to unfold and tell stories, give us plots and scripts for stories that we couldn't put together ourselves. I love documentaries. I love nonfiction because sometimes the stories are just wild. They're just absolutely wild of just how humans want to connect, the ways in which they'll move about, the timing and just the placement and location of how connections happen, how it all comes into play if we just play our role and play our part. So as you're looking to manifest more in your life, to bring in satisfaction, to bring in fulfillment in your life, you don't have to wait for it. Know that it's yours. Know really what you want to feel, what you want to experience. Not necessarily what it looks like, but the feeling that it will have over you, because that's really what you're attaining. When we seek out love, what are we attaining? We want to feel the love inside of us. Feel the love. We want to attain certain amounts of wealth. Feel abundant already, like you already have it. And you can feel luxurious in the tiniest little things. It's really not about the money, it's the feeling that it gives you. It's that emotional tie you have with the story that you're telling yourself and what you're having. And then it will just start to naturally appear right before your eyes. So when people say you can have whatever you want, you can. You really can. You just have to be open to it and just know that it's possible. Know to expect it. Know that it's an absolute possibility for you. And sometimes we have to step our way to it. But the idea that you're not able to dream and have those dreams is an illusion. It's just a matter of deciding and being clear, having those experiences and continuing to either keep or change. But we all know we need to change and evolve. So nothing's ever set in stone. It's just a matter of you deciding day by day how you want to show up, how you want to have your experience, how you want to live this life. And the more intentions we can put into things and the more present moment we can be in detaching from anything, which is a conundrum, I know. We think that if I'm detached, then I can't have an expectation to it. It's not an expectation of it's going to be that specific thing. It's a knowing that it's going to happen one way or another. And language gets in the way sometimes of just this knowing. Detach. And the more you can detach, the more you can be in the present moment. And the more you can just experience each little bit and piece for what it is without putting some projection on it or some expectation that it has to be a certain way and that it just is and that it's all working out for you. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.